assassins in the world calls Antigua their home, and the reputation alone defends its borders. Okay. Shady thug and a mage. Ah, holy shit, that's the guy that ripped off the mages. Can I leave them here? I wonder if they will teleport.
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself.
It is not so rare. I have 5 copies.
Ah, will the wonders of this all too small a land never cease? Well, they will for you. Get them!
Okay. This is a fucking rogue. That means everyone go and kill the fucking mage. That would be our prime objective. Yeah, whatever needs to be done to get rid of the mage. No! Very well. Well, that worked out rather well, didn't it? Fucking mages.
Yes. Of course.
The Camu cow. The Camu. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. Okay, let's get out of here.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
I don't take kindly to threats, elf.
I am not threatening you. I am warning you. We have always defended ourselves when necessary.
I could kill you without thinking about it.
We Dalish are masterful archers. Imagine how dangerous an arrow might be if it pierced your heart. Or your eye. But again, we feel no urge to harm you. We merely protect our own from dangerous outsiders such as yourself. Move on, and there will be no need for either of us to fight.
I have business with your keeper.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
Fine Dalish words. I will tell that to your leader, no one else.
Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I'm still dressed as the milker's apprentice.
I see we have guests.
Lovely. It's a whole colony.
Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see.
Well, this guy is a, I would normally say this, but this guy is a mage. Or at least he has a staff. I come representing the Grey Wardens.
You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra. You may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
Okay. You need to know the keeper. Does that mean you're in charge here?
I guide my fellow Dalish, and they follow my word out of respect. But I would still prefer to know with whom I am speaking.
You can call me Annus.
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
So their first reaction to trouble is to flee from it. Curious.
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brescilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
There are actual werewolves in the forest.
There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Flemeth tells tales of such a time. Packs of possessed wolves, akin to abominations roaming the land. It was a terrible age, now long past.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brescilian forests are proof of this.
Okay. Why did these beasts attack you? Well, they are beasts. That's explanation enough, I think.
They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
Maybe they aren't as unintelligent as you think.
I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought.
Surely you must have some warriors to spare.
Not enough to make a difference for you, and not simultaneously leave us defenseless.
Is there no way to help the sick?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
But you're going to ask me to get it anyhow, right?
I would not ask such a thing of anyone. You asked, did you not? Within the Brescilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
You said you could perhaps destroy the curse?
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
If I help you, what will you give me?
We would assist with the blight, of course. And you would have our gratitude.
Good, let's hope you don't forget it.
Anyone who would undertake such danger for our benefit would be remembered for it. Few have who are not one of our own.
I have some questions.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Okay. How do I find Witherfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Tell me more about this curse.
I must return to care for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Fuck. No. What?
We are always wary of the dangers in the forest. They ambushed us. And though we drove the beast, not enough to make a difference for you, and not simultaneously. The human...
Flemeth tells tales.
The were-beasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brescilian... We expect werewolves to be no more I doubt that. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse. If... There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left. We would assist with the blight. Anyone who would undertake such danger for our benefit would be remembered for it. Few... Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do. Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes.
Tell me about the curse.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
All right. How do you know if you've been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
That happens to me every weekend. Should I be worried? How did this gas start?
That is a long tale I do not have the time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
Ooh. Busy man. So, if a werewolf bites me, then I'll become infected.
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
So did all werewolves everywhere stem from this Witherfang? I'm going to guess not.
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
Okay.
Go on, then. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Keeper Sastrian. Even with all our magic and skill, we only delayed the inevitable. They said the elves lived in Ferelden long before any other set foot there, and though most of their knowledge has been lost, it falls to the keeper of each clan to preserve what they have. Sadrian is an old, severe elf with little love for outsiders, but his clan is facing a more trying enemy than most. That's why he is not a dick. Or not as big a dick as he could be.
Too frilly.
At least they have chosen freedom over subjugation. Better hardship and danger than slavery.
I don't understand. These elves look the same as any other flesh creature. What is the difference?
The ears. Let's go to the entrance and explore properly.
Why are you here?
Excuse me?
Obviously you are no priestess, but shouldn't you be running a shop or a farm somewhere rather than fighting?
You think to tell me my place, Kunari? You are very brave.
It is not done.
But it is done. Do not be such a blind fool.
I speak the truth. It is not I who is blind.
Look around you then. You see women throughout this land, fighters and mages both.
That has yet to be proven.
Which, that they fight? Or that they are female?
Either.
So I am not truly a woman to you, hmm? It is good to know.
The Kunari. Alright, let's go. Don't see anything. Death root, elf root.
Anathara, Grey Warden. So you're the Grey Warden who was supposed to save us? I never thought an outsider would ever do anything for us.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
And you wonder why people dislike you so much.
If you're suggesting we are to blame for our troubles, that view is short-sighted. Our history has been one of persecution, after all. Not that I would expect an outsider to understand, but there you have it. We do what we must. You might have just told me you were a Grey Warden and saved me the grief, though I suppose I can hardly blame your caution. But I suggest you get on with your business. I will be watching you carefully, stranger, Grey Warden or no. Be gone from my sight. I have enough to worry about looking for enemies from without, never mind those from within.
Very well.
Okay. Let's come this way. The eldest son.
I thought a Shem would be uglier. You're not so ugly.
Neither are you, not. Okay. Elgarren, god of vengeance. Long ago, when time itself was young, the only things in existence were the sun and the land. The sun, curious about the land, bowed his head close to her body, and Elgarnan was born in the place where they touched. The sun and the land loved Elgarnan greatly, for he was beautiful and clever. As a gift to Elgarnan, the land brought forth great birds and beasts of sky and forest, and all manner of wonderful green things. Elgarnan loved his mother's gifts and praised them highly, and walked amongst them often. The sun, looking down upon the fruitful land, saw the joy that Elgarnan took in her works and grew jealous. Out of spite, he shone his face full upon all the creatures the earth had created, burned them all to ashes. The land cracked and split from bitterness and pain, and cried salt tears for the loss of all she had wrought. The pool of tears cried for the land became the ocean, and the cracks in her body the first rivers and streams. If only they were salty. Fucking elves. Elgaran was furious at what his father had done and vowed vengeance. He lifted himself into the sky and wrestled the sun, determined to defeat him. They fought for an eternity, and eventually the sun grew weak, while Erganon's rage was unabated. Eventually Erganon threw the sun down from the sky. Why they say the sun? They should say the father or his father, whatever. Down from the sky and buried him in the deep abyss created by the land's sorrow. With the sun gone, the world was covered in shadow, and all that remained in the sky were the remainders of Elgarnan's battle with his father, drops of the sun's lifeblood which twinkled and shimmered in the darkness. From the tale of Elgarnan and the sun, as told by Gisrael, keeper of the Raphaelan clan of the Eilish Elves. Fucking stupid legends.
Of course.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
Okay. Time to borrow shit from the Eilish. I really like this music. Reminds me of not Dragon Age, what that is, of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic, I should say.
Of course.
Of course. Of course.
Pigeon crap. Yes.
Indignation.
My elf fruit! The herbalist suggested powder Brontahorn. It was very discreet. Use sunflower. What the fuck? Okay, let's level her up. Why not? Strength, dexterity, and willpower. I guess. The quick stepping rogue can move easily and outmaneuver opponents, granting wider flanking angle, increasing the angle from 90 degrees to 180 degrees, making backstabs easier to achieve. The rogue makes a swift strike at the vulnerable area on the target, with 10 attack and normal damage, gaining armor penetration. These are the rogue can open more locks. this very moment, that's what I'm going to be using her for. So let's do that. 22 cunning. I should consider that, since I'm not going to really be using her at the moment for fighting.
Of all
Indeed.
Daily Charmer.
What is that smell? Must we muck about in the animal pens now?
Are these pets, mounts, food, nighttime companions for half-blind hunters?
I don't want to know.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
What is that thing?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides.
You make them sound like friends.
That is exactly what they are, in fact. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
So, why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
That doesn't seem like much of a problem.
You speak so callously of my friend, remember? Go, outsider, if my anguish means so little to you.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Let's pretend to examine the Hala. Why not?
Your techniques are strange to me. Can you tell anything?
You're right! This animal is suffering!
Ah, it is as I thought then. Then there is no point in delaying the inevitable.
Yes!
Let's make an end to it. Lonely Hala, lost in the rain. See the lights, how they shine in the sky. Let them guide your way home. Darth Shiral, my dearest friend, farewell.
Now stab it in the neck! Do it! Let us bathe in its blood.
It is customary for the herder to take the antlers of a fallen Hala. I give them to you, friend. Bring them to Master Verathorn and he will make you a gift from them.
What kind of gift?
A keepsake, to remember our fallen by. Masiranus for the kindness you have shown today.
Yes. The Aravels. The Dalish, who want to gather in small groups of blood relatives, travel in ornately carved